As a kid, I grew up with camellias in our yard, and I used to go and pick them, and probably my favourite one was Magnolia Flora as a single pink. It's a japonica, very pale pink, but very, very lovely. But it's a potential for a flowering plant in bonsai, and you can have them flowering from, I get them from February, March through to probably October. I've still got buds coming out on summer home, which will go through. The flowers provide, they've got an evergreen foliage, and they've got a lot of beauty for ornamental purposes. And they have the seed from the seeds contain an oil which is used in cooking, and you can actually buy the camellia oil. I might have a little bit in the bag, I'm not sure. The roots can apparently contain ingredients that are used in medicinal purposes, and the branches are used for fuel in the form of a high-grade charcoal. The red flowers, the red ones, are used as dye. It's one of your species camellias, but it's sinensis, Camellia sinensis, which is your tea camellia. And all the tips are taken off and fermented and dried, and that's how we get our tea. So you can actually have the tea of those. So that became very popular and started to be imported. The camellias are divided, the genus Camellia is divided into 4 main groups. As I said, there's about 300 different species. I'm going to look at, well, the 4 I've got, but one I won't be looking at. Sasanquas, japonicas, reticulatas, and species. Reticulatas are your big flowered ones, so you can forget them for bonsai. They're not suitable for bonsai. You're looking for the smaller, more petite flowers. Your hybrids come within that. Your japonicas are the older style one that you always find in your garden. If you go and you buy an old house and you've got camellias and they're flowering now, more than likely they'll be japonica. And you can tell the difference between those and the other sasanquas and also hybrids, and that's in their leaves. The leaves of the japonica can be sort of round about that, a bit bigger. All your others, as you can see, a lot smaller. This good old hybrid, I think. No, it's rosea. Another nice pretty little one, not the smallest of flowers, but fairly plain and a very bushy growth. So I've picked ones that are bushy growth, or I'm trying others as well, but mainly bushy growth, ones that maybe have a fast growth. Some are slow growing, some are fast. So I'm just going through these because you can see the difference in the flowers and the colours that you get with those ones. I still like to see that negative space. I like to keep within the triangle. As you'll see with this one I've done, this one's coming a little bit to go. But I'm trying to create that so that I stay within the style of bonsais. I don't see the point otherwise. This one is one of my favourites. Very, very different flower. These are nearly finished, honestly. It's been flowering. There's 1 or 2 buds to come out. But
is that a hybrid?
Yes. Yeah, this is called Yumi. And as you can see, the flower on it, you can come and have a better look after. The flower is really quite beautiful. I think it is. Yeah. 2-toned, a single, with petaloids in it. So I did leave the wire on these 2 long ones. Yeah.
How do they take the wiring?
Look, they're very brittle. They can be, so you have to be very, very careful wiring. I was going to get onto that anyway. I now tend to, instead of wiring fairly firmly, I'll do what they say, air wiring. So I'll just wrap it around.
It's also known as cage wiring.
Okay, there you go. But that's one of my favourites, but I don't know how long. But that'll be an informal upright. But I like the fullness. This one is quite a full grow. I'm going to keep this branch down here I'm going to attempt to, certain angles you can see that that's quite straight. Both of them are quite straight. I'll turn it round. Okay? So I'm going to, I've chosen that as my front, and it's going to lay over a little bit. I'm going to bend these. I'm going to put some wire on and show you how I can bend them. Okay, that one's going to come up, that one's going to come up. So, just get the old bicycle tubes. Very important when you're putting rubber on to really keep it tight. If you've got any questions, ask me as I go.
Which side do you use, the inside or the outside against the trunk?
Inside against the trunk. Yeah, inside.
Is that because it's powdered or
No, just,
wraps around better?
it's probably better the inside, otherwise, I don't know, it's just better. I find it's you know, work
I
better.
suppose you got the natural curve anyway.
Yeah. And probably the powder against the thing is better too. Alright, so we're going to not too thick too. Now it has to be very, very tight. And when we do it, I'm going to take this out. You have to stretch the rubber. I'm sure you would have all done seen this. You can use graph here as well. Go over the start a couple of times. This rubber will stay on probably at least 4 months till the growth starts. With feeding, you are better to underfeed camellias. Keep them watered, but underfeed them. You don't need a lot of
Scrambled eggs, what he says. He accuses me of treachery. Got the wide eyes, got the 9 lives, got the feeling great in chemistry. If you count back to the balcony, all we saw was a mystery of a blonde-haired boy brought his mother joy with his pedigree and family tree. Oh, lay it all out on a wicker couch that you wove in a loony bin. Cut it out, it's a second round bout, not the way of a gentleman. Oh, give it up, get a job, take a pill and let me be. He's got a synapse lapse, he don't think he has. He's been proven empirically. Oh, if they take something precious from me, I'm gonna take something precious from them. Who now is losing his constituency. We thought, oh, this could never happen again. If I take something precious from him, he try to take something precious from me. There's a battle in his head that he cannot win. There's a man that he could never be. Oh no, way to go. We must be separate because the mayor's sick. He say, all abandoned from the sinking ship. Then he's off on another trip. No, he don't care about environment. He has made this a shitty place. My interest rate shrinks at a rapid pace. I'm bound daily on my worried face. So if they take something precious from me, I'm gonna take something precious from them. Oh, now he's losing his constituency. We thought all this could never